Have you ever been in a situation where someone disrespected you, igniting an overwhelming urge to retaliate? Your heart pounds, your hands clench, and your mind races to craft the perfect comeback. But what if I told you that the most impactful response isn't a fiery retort? It's choosing silence? It might seem counterintuitive, but there's an extraordinary power in stillness that we often overlook. In today's fast-paced world, we're conditioned to believe that standing up for ourselves means responding with sharp words or clever comebacks. Yet Stoicism, an ancient philosophy rooted in wisdom, offers a profound insight. True strength lies not in reacting impulsively, but in mastering our inner composure. Silence, when chosen deliberately, becomes a powerful assertion of self-control. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to focus only on what we can control: our actions, reactions, and emotions. When someone's words or behavior provoke anger within us, reacting emotionally hands over control of our emotional state to them. By remaining silent, however, we reclaim that power. Silence doesn't mean ignoring disrespect or condoning harmful behavior. It means making a conscious decision to protect your peace rather than letting another person's negativity disrupt your calm. Think about it. When you respond out of frustration or anger, you allow their actions to dictate how you feel and behave. But by embracing silence, you take back the reins. You assert dominance over your emotional stability, refusing to let external chaos shake your internal foundation. This approach isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about managing them rationally. Stoicism encourages mastery of the internal world, so that external events lose their ability to unsettle us. Choosing silence in the face of provocation is an active, deliberate act that speaks volumes. It signals that you are not easily swayed by others' actions, and that your serenity holds more value than winning arguments or proving points. Silence shifts the dynamic of any interaction, placing the burden of reflection squarely on the other party. Without your reaction to fuel their antagonism, they're left to confront the weight of their own words and actions. Moreover, silence serves as a mirror, reflecting the impact of their disrespect back onto them. It forces introspection, potentially leading them to question their motives and behavior. At the same time, it conserves your emotional energy for what truly matters: relationships, goals, and passions worth investing in, rather than squandering it on petty conflicts with no lasting significance. Practicing silence is an act of self-care, freeing you from the exhausting cycle of constantly defending yourself against every slight or insult. Over time, this practice strengthens your resilience. Each moment you choose calm over conflict trains you to maintain emotional equilibrium, regardless of life's challenges. You're not avoiding confrontation. You're cultivating the strength to rise above it. Silence becomes a tool for growth, allowing you to navigate life's turbulence with grace and poise. Consider the analogy of a skilled chess player who waits patiently for the right move instead of acting impulsively. Similarly, choosing silence over retaliation demonstrates wisdom and strategic thinking. Modern psychology supports this idea, showing that silence often prompts deeper reflection in others than words ever could. Like Plato's philosopher king, who governs with wisdom rather than force, embracing silence reflects true power, the ability to govern oneself and remain unshaken by external circumstances. So, the next time you encounter disrespect or provocation, remember that the strongest response may be no response at all. Silence is not a sign of weakness. It's a calculated choice, a testament to inner mastery, emotional intelligence, and the courage to remain steadfast amidst chaos. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is say nothing at all. It is a mirror, reflecting the consequences of our actions and choices, compelling us to confront the truth of who we are. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's most profound Stoic thinkers, once wrote that the noblest form of retribution is refusing to become like those who wrong you. By embracing silence, we transcend trivial disputes and elevate ourselves above fleeting gratification, choosing instead the enduring power of personal virtue. We do not shy away from conflict out of fear. Rather, we recognize that our energy is better invested in mastering ourselves and pursuing what truly matters. The discomfort of silence serves as a rigorous teacher, challenging us to sit with our emotions, process them deeply, and understand their roots before reacting impulsively. Socrates, who taught that wisdom begins with acknowledging our ignorance, might see silence as an opportunity to observe and learn before forming judgments. Aristotle reminds us that patience may taste bitter, but its fruits are sweet. By resisting the urge to respond immediately, we cultivate discipline, inner strength, and genuine insight. Carl Jung believed that silence carves out the mental space necessary for confronting our hidden fears, insecurities, and projections. In quiet moments, we are compelled to listen, not only to the world around us, but also to the whispers within ourselves. This self-awareness becomes the foundation of meaningful growth. Seneca, another towering figure among the Stoics, viewed silence as restorative nourishment for the mind, a balm that refreshes the spirit and restores clarity. The Stoics remind us that not every battle deserves engagement, nor does every comment warrant a reply. As Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, speak only if it improves upon silence. If words fail to contribute to understanding, wisdom, or peace, they should remain unspoken. In a world clamoring ceaselessly for our attention and reaction, choosing silence is a bold act of self-discipline. It declares our refusal to be governed by impulse or to let others dictate our emotional state. Silence is the path to resilience, strength, and profound wisdom. Choosing non-reaction in life is an empowering decision, a deliberate choice that grants us the space to reflect, think critically, and grow wiser. When we resist impulsive reactions, we sidestep the pitfalls of emotional responses that rarely lead to enlightenment. This practice aligns closely with Aristotle's concept of phronesis, or practical wisdom, which emphasizes that true understanding arises from thoughtful reflection and lived experience, not hasty reactions. Carl Jung might interpret non-reaction as a means of confronting the shadow self, the parts of our psyche we often suppress or deny. By withholding immediate reactions, we prevent projecting our unresolved conflicts onto others, fostering healthier relationships, and aligning our actions with our deeper values. From a psychological perspective, non-reaction strengthens our ability to control our thoughts. Modern cognitive behavioral theories suggest that our emotions and behaviors stem not from external events themselves, but from how we perceive and interpret them. Practicing non-reaction trains our minds to focus on intentional decision-making, rather than succumbing to knee-jerk emotional responses. The result? More thoughtful interactions, enhanced rationality, and greater mastery over ourselves. For the Stoics, this practice underscores the importance of distinguishing between what lies within our control and what does not. Epictetus famously declared, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Non-reaction becomes an exercise in controlling what we can, our own actions and responses, freeing us from futile attempts to manipulate external circumstances or others' behavior. Focusing on what we can control unlocks personal empowerment and inner tranquility. Choosing not to react is not a sign of weakness. It is a testament to your commitment to maintaining peace of mind. It demonstrates your capacity to preserve inner calm and rationality, embodying the Stoic belief that true strength originates from within. When others escalate situations with rash words or actions, your silence acts as a shield, safeguarding your emotional well-being and preserving harmony. This practice of silence resonates across both Stoic and Buddhist philosophies, offering balance and equanimity. Aristotle's principle of moderation finds expression here. Silence represents the golden mean in communication, striking a harmonious balance between speaking too much and too little. It allows us to maintain equilibrium, fostering connection while avoiding unnecessary discord. Silence is far more than the absence of sound. It is a deliberate, conscious choice to harness your energy and direct it toward what truly matters. This practice aligns seamlessly with Carl Jung's psychological insights, particularly his concept of the shadow, the unseen or suppressed parts of our psyche that hold the key to personal growth. By embracing silence, we invite ourselves to turn inward, confronting these hidden aspects without the distractions of external chaos. In this quiet introspection lies the potential for profound self-discovery and healing, as we peel back the layers of our deeper selves and face truths that might otherwise remain buried. Incorporating silence into your daily life doesn't require grand gestures or elaborate rituals. It begins with small, intentional acts, pausing before responding to a question, taking a deep breath to center yourself, or engaging in practices like meditation and mindfulness. Active listening, too, becomes a powerful tool. Fully immersing yourself in another person's words, absorbing not just their speech, but the emotions and intentions behind it. This depth of understanding fosters richer, more meaningful conversations while reducing unnecessary conflict. Silence, in this context, transforms from mere stillness into a bridge for connection and clarity. In a world that glorifies noise, speed, and ceaseless activity, choosing silence can feel revolutionary. It allows us to step away from the relentless demands of modern life and carve out moments of clarity and perspective. Whether it's disconnecting from digital distractions, spending time alone in nature, or simply sitting quietly with your thoughts, silence offers a sanctuary, a place where peace and insight flourish. It is here, in the stillness, that we find the space to reflect, recharge, and recalibrate. Silence also serves as a form of strength, a shield against negativity and provocation. When faced with challenges or confrontations, choosing not to react impulsively demonstrates immense self-control and wisdom. Instead of expending energy on futile arguments or emotional battles, silence allows us to preserve our inner peace and focus on what truly matters. It is not an act of avoidance, but a strategic decision to conserve energy and protect our well-being. The next time you find yourself in a challenging situation, remember that your greatest power may lie in your ability to remain silent. Words are potent, but actions rooted in calm deliberation often resonate more deeply. By choosing silence, you are not retreating. You are mastering your responses, cultivating resilience, and paving a path toward greater wisdom and tranquility. Silence is not passive. It is a profound assertion of strength, self-awareness, and grace. Embrace it, and let it guide you toward a life of purpose and clarity.